Good evening, everyone, and my name is Jessica Abramson. 55 million people, $1.3 trillion. Does this sound like a country? Believe it or not, it's the amount of people in the world who have dementia and the worldwide cost of dementia. If dementia was a country, it would have the 19th largest economy. According to Alzheimer's International, the number of people expected to have dementia will rise to 139 million people by 2050. 6.9 million of those people live in the United States. I'd like you to count to 3. Now count to 3 again. That is how long it takes for a new person to be diagnosed with dementia. 3 seconds. Who cares for these people living with dementia? Do you know a relative who has dementia? Or do you have a friend or coworker who's caring for someone with dementia? According to the Alzheimer's Association, 11 million Americans are providing unpaid care for a family member living with dementia. This contributes to about 18.4 billion hours, which equates to roughly 350 billion in unpaid care by family members. For those families who are lucky enough to have their loved one live at specialized memory care communities, that cost per month is as low as $6,500 and as high as $12,000 or more. What does this price get your loved one in a memory care community? High caregiver to resident ratios, high turnover in staffing, low minimum wage for caregivers, and cookie box activities provided to these residents. Moreover, memory care communities, unlike regular assisted living and nursing home communities, are not covered by Medicare and Medicaid, which are federal and state-funded government programs. A few years ago, I worked in a couple different memory care communities as an activity director. The caregivers, who are usually CNAs and LNAs, are underpaid, overworked, and severely underappreciated. These caregivers make less than $15 an hour, where places such as McDonald's and other fast food restaurants are paying $20 an hour to their employees. Do McDonald's employees constantly reassure, redirect, and prevent elopement, which means leaving a secured facility, of 18 or more residents during an 8-hour shift? Do these employees feed, clothe, and bathe their customers? Do they provide ongoing communication and emotional support to their loved ones? Do these employees work multiple jobs just to stay afloat in today's economy? This is the very real struggle of not only those people living with dementia, but their caregivers, both loved ones and the paid ones. Even if a family member can afford a specialized memory care community, not all are created equal, and due diligence is not always followed. One of the memory care communities I worked at as an activity director was later shut down by the state after I had left for numerous violations, some of which I was aware of while I was working there. Was it the caregiver's fault? Their only fault was caring too much for their residents. Rather, it was the fault of the corporation that owned that community and decided to raise monthly prices while also allowing the building to fall into disarray. It was also the corporation which used activities, which was my department, as marketing ploys, showing happy residents participating in activities, when in reality, it should have been individualized and small group activities tailored to the stage of their disease. Dementia, unfortunately, is not a disease that is going away anytime soon, and it affects each person differently. A cure is not in the near future. State and government aid is unavailable at memory care communities, and unpaid caregivers are reaching an emotional boiling point. At these memory care communities, low wages, high staff turnover, and irresponsible corporations are doing a huge disservice to those living with dementia. Our generation, who is currently taking care of the baby boomer generation, and who we will soon be at that age, needs to come up with a better solution to support those living with dementia. The time has passed to do something, and the time is right now to do something.